Hello again. We're back for another live, of course. Right now, as of this moment, we only have 12 hours left to get the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. And this live, we're going to be chatting a little bit about releasing diet culture and body image issues. So we're also open for Q&A. So if the conversation moves away from that, that's totally fine. If you have any questions, I am here to support you. So post in the comments or the chat here if you have any questions. So now, this is a pretty big topic, and it's something that's really important to address in any health industry or health world or whatever, is releasing diet culture and body image issues. And this is a really deep topic and something that I can't cover completely in this. And also, it's really important to adventure into your own self and what you believe about your body and about your food fears and all of that kind of stuff. So it's very important for you to dive into that on your own as well, and also talk to professionals or others for help as well. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about diet culture, because to this day, we are still stuck in diet culture. And diet culture is basically what society believes we should look like, what society believes we need to eat, what society believes we should be doing or in order to look a specific way or be a specific way. And it's full of rules and guidelines and all of these things that can put us into a state of restriction and self-judgment. So the whole point is to get rid of diet culture and to release that. We have, someone says, you guys have given us so much energy. I hope you get a good long rest. Thank you. Yes, we will get definitely a good long rest starting tomorrow after the bundle's over. There's 12 hours left to get the bundle. If you haven't gotten it yet, the link is in my bio. Go grab it before it's gone, because yes, 12 hours remain. But we really need to work on releasing the hold that diet culture has on us. And for the vast majority of us, it's not our fault that we have been indoctrinated with how we need to look, how we need to be, how we need to eat. And we've grown up with a lot of these beliefs about ourselves, about food, about our diet. And it's about working on releasing that. And I do love how there has been a trend now, like body positivity and releasing the food fears, but that can go too far as well. So it's about finding balance and working with yourself instead of trying to either be, say, fully anti-diet culture or in diet culture. It's about finding that happy medium where you release the food fears and the body image and stuff, but you don't go so far as to just go back to eating really unhealthy foods because of self-love or whatever. It's about finding that happy balance where you love yourself, and because you love yourself, you put loving foods into your body. So it's that fine balance in between the diet culture and the anti-diet culture. So getting into that spot is really important. And diet culture has a lot of rules and guidelines and stuff that most of us have followed in the past. I know I have. And a lot of people try to fit those ideas into a raw diet. And a raw diet is so unique and so different than what everyone else is eating that it can't follow those diet culture rules. And some of those examples would be like portion control, calorie restriction, over exercise, timing your food, all of that kind of stuff. Those kinds of thoughts, that's diet culture, because we're trying to justify eating whatever foods that we typically eat, the animal products, the processed foods, and then we use self-love as a reason to continue eating that, because we're like, well, I love myself, so I'm going to have this. But if we really boil down to logic and we take all emotion out of it, what foods are going to be the most nourishing for ourselves? And finding foods that bring us joy, that are also healthy for us, that's where we find that happy medium, where we don't have to eat those foods in order to experience self-love. We don't have to eat those foods in order to feel good about ourselves. We can find that joy in raw foods, or even just whole food, plant-based, cooked stuff. It doesn't matter. As long as you're finding that balance within yourself and you're working on your relationship with food and you're releasing diet culture, releasing the labels tied to it, like you're good or bad, or you have to be this way or else, or using absolutes. Absolute statements are detrimental to people. When they're given a statement like, for example, if you eat raw food, you will cure everything. That's a very, very dangerous statement, because that sets people up for potential disappointment. And it also sets up perfectionism. And perfectionism is another diet culture thing that we really need to start releasing. When we are told, like, oh, if you go raw, your eyesight will go 20/20, or if you go raw, you're never going to get sick again. And these kinds of things create the perfectionist mindset. Because if somebody goes raw and they maybe catch a cold, or they feel tired, or whatever it is, suddenly it's the raw diet doesn't work, so I'm not even going to bother trying. And that's really dangerous, because we know the value of fruits and vegetables, and it's much better to choose that than to go back to eating what wasn't helping in the first place. We have somebody in the chat saying, I gave up dieting 10 months ago and still struggle every day with thoughts about how I should be dieting, even though I don't need to diet at all, since I admit I'm a food addict. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Thank you very much. It's hard to share this kind of stuff, and it's hard to live in a world where we're taught we need to diet, we need to look a specific way. And 10 months is a good chunk of time, but it also takes sometimes years to rebuild our own trust in ourselves and our own self-love. And it's really about repetition. So you're doing great. I'm very proud of you for releasing that need to feel like you should always be dieting. Like, we should be just consuming our whole natural foods just the way that we love them, and we should be respecting our body as well. That's another thing that we need to release, is the need to look a certain way for people, and the need to fit in with how our body looks. Our bodies are going to look however they're going to look, however it's going to be. And learning to love our bodies in the present moment is probably one of the most challenging things to do, because we are inundated and bombarded with images. And yes, there's a fine line between being proud of yourself and being boastful. So if you do have, like, I know that I've thought about this too, where it's like, if you have a beautiful, society's version of a beautiful body and you show it, then somehow you're vain. But if you really actually deeply love your body, no matter what it looks like, and you share a picture of yourself and you happen to fit into society's views, it's okay as well, but just not to be boastful about it, just to show your own self-love about your body. And that goes for any body shape as well, like being okay to be any shape, and understanding as well. This is a big one too. It's very challenging in this diet culture world. Understanding that your body is going to fluctuate. It's like, we are not here to be Barbie and Kendalls and plastic. We're not here to do that. We're here to experience life, and we're here to go through the aging process, which happens to us. It's just natural and normal, and it's okay. Society and diet culture is showing us that it's not okay, and that's not okay. We are human beings, and our bodies fluctuate, and we age, and we change, and it's all beautiful. It's all beautiful. What it boils down to is, how are you respecting the body that you do have? Even if it's not it's okay to have goals. It's okay to want to be more physically active. It's okay to want to build strength. It's okay to want those things. It's about how we go about it. The base intention behind our daily choices. Like, why are you choosing raw? Are you choosing raw to fit into society's views of what you should do? Or are you choosing raw because it makes you feel good and you love it and it tastes good? That's a better intention than doing it because you have to, or to fit in or whatever. Are you working out so that you have the ideal societal body image? Or are you working out to get stronger? Are you working out to build your bone density for the older version of you? Are you working out to help your mood? Are you working out because it feels good and improves your sleep? These are reasons to work out, not to fit into what diet culture and society says. 55 Live says, freedom with eating whole foods. Finally, I have a healthy weight and this is freedom. So grateful. I'm 67, beautiful 67, and trying to take care of my health. The beautiful colors of the foods. Yeah, that's the whole reason why we do this. It's for respect for our body temple. And people tend to, they tend to take better care of things that they spend thousands of dollars on, or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars on, than they do their own body that they were gifted for free. We've all been gifted this body for free. So we have to learn how to respect and love our bodies through all of it. So that's what I wanted to share here. Clean kitchen coach. I work out so I don't lose muscle mass as I age. And that's an amazing reason for working out. It's very important that we do that kind of stuff. It's very important that we sleep so that we have a better day. And it's not that we want to fit into society. It's that we really respect our body and we want to give it the best that we can, the best foods, the best exercise, the best sleep, the best stress relief. We want to do these things for our bodies. So yeah, thank you for sharing all with me. If you have shared, I appreciate you. Karine is asking, what is in the bundle? So let's shift a little bit over to bundle talk, because we only have less than 12 hours to get the bundle. The bundle is a collection of brand new ebooks. So every one of us who has contributed to the bundle, we have contributed our brand new content. My brand new wraps ebook, Chris Kendalls stew ebook, my husband's kitchen course for raw foodies. There's a lot of stuff in this bundle. If you want to know everything that is in the bundle, go to my bio. You can actually click this little icon at the top of this live and go to my bio and click the link. I will not be offended if you leave this live to go look at the bundle because there's only 12 hours left, and I want you to go check it out and see if it's something that you resonate with and that you want to have in your life. The bundle is worth over $1,800, and I've had people say, like, how is it valued at over $1,800? It's inflated or whatever. It's not. There's 40 things in this bundle. It's not just one ebook. It's not just 2 ebooks. It's not just one course. It's 40 ebooks and courses, and it is loaded with information. There's over 400 recipes, and all the recipes are so unique. I absolutely love this bundle this year. It's one of the most creative bundles that I've ever been in. And another bonus too is that this is the only raw vegan bundle that we know of. It's the only one. So if you're looking for raw content, I'm in a lot of bundles. I'm in the plant-based bundle, and I'm also in the vegan health bundle, but they're not all raw. There is raw food in them, but they're not all raw. This is the only raw vegan bundle, and it's only happening once in 2023. We're only doing it once a year. So once it's over at midnight tonight, so less than 12 hours left, once it's over, it'll never be available this way again. This specific collection with my wraps book and the stews book and all the stuff that's in this bundle will never, ever be sold again this way. Next year, it'll be totally different. So we'll have a new collection. We like the bundle because we get to release all our new content in the bundle. And this is a great way to get some new content if you're looking for more inspiration, different recipes, more unique stuff. Get the bundle. It's only here for another 12 hours, less than 12 hours actually. So yeah, link in my bio. You can go here, link in description or whatever, and go get the bundle. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. Oh man, so appreciate you. I appreciate you too as well. Lovely to see you again, Lissa. Has your mental health changed at all since changing? Yes, my mental health has changed a lot. And I honestly, When I first started raw, I wish I had a bundle like this to help me, because I had to figure it out all on my own. I didn't have something like this. And that's why it's so beneficial, because you're getting so much content to help you to change. But when I changed, I had a lot of mood swings. I was irritable all the time. I had brain fog. I was not motivated. I didn't enjoy my life. Like, I loved the food I was eating, but I didn't enjoy the rest of my life. It was like happiness for the first 5 minutes, and then I didn't have a lot of life enjoyment. So when I did change, my mental health did change too. And our mental health is actually connected quite intricately to our gut health. When you start to build a healthy microbiome, you start to change your mental health. It's very intricate and very connected. Our bodies are a beautiful orchestra, and it's all working together, and we have to feed our bodies and hydrate our bodies and sleep properly and move them and all of this good stuff in order to have the best health that our body can have. And not comparing ourselves to others. That's another big thing, where we compare ourselves to others, or this person has wrinkles, so I'm not going to go raw. This person has this, or I'm not going to go raw. This person looks old, I'm not going to go raw. Or this person looks this way, I'm not going to eat raw. We all know that raw food is ideal. We don't know what these people are doing, and we also have to respect their bodies and not have these like opinions and judgments on them. If they are enjoying it, then that's cool, right? They love their body the way it is. Maybe they need to work on their self-love. It's not our place to judge how others look on a raw diet or on any diet. We're here to love ourselves and love others. That's the whole point of it. So yeah, my mental health did change. I became a lot happier, tons more happy. I remember when I was a kid, I was like happy how I am now. And when I was eating a lot of junk food and animal products, or even when I was doing like the nourishing traditions, I was doing some raw animal products. I was eating like more keto style, or primal actually was more of what I was trying to do back then. Nothing really was the change that I was looking for until I went raw. It was always all kinds of diets and all kinds of whatever, and it just wasn't what I was looking for until I went raw. And yeah, I changed. My mood improved, my sleep improved, my joint pain went away, my cystic acne went away, my hormones balanced. I used to have like a cycle like every 3 to 9 months for most of my life until I went raw. Once I went raw, my hormones balanced. They're monthly. They're like 1,000 times better than what they were. My digestive issues, that was a really big one too. I had serious candida overgrowth for 15 years of my life, and I did cleanse kits and detoxes and fasting and all kinds of stuff I did in my early 20s trying to get rid of my candida. I did anti-candida diets, I did herbal cleanse kits, I had access to some of the most expensive supplements and protocols and doctors out there, natural doctors, and it didn't go away until I went raw. I didn't do anything. I just ate whole raw food in a wide variety. That's what I did. And I fed my microbiome, and it got rid of my candida. So my brain fog went away. I'm clear. Like, I've been doing 7 lives a day, or 7 hours of lives a day for the last 11 days. And I have energy. I'm tired, but I have energy to do it. And it's very important. Like, I would not be able to do this if I was eating the stuff I was eating before. So yeah, definitely. The Janine says, I just ordered the bundle and I'm excited to read through it. Yeah, there's a lot of content in there. I mean, just Matt's ebook alone is like 200 pages. So, and my ebook, the Wraps book, is 182 pages. Like, there's a lot of content in this bundle. There's a lot of video content as well. Watermelon Live says, I love your hair. Thanks. I haven't washed it in like forever. I just like put it up and put a little flour in. I'm glad you love it. Thank you. Eating right now and midway of chewing, and I was like, dang, I didn't even make it to 3 chews, and glad I have more on my plate to try again. Yes, we were talking about chewing the other day. I'm glad you remember that. Chewing is really important, not only for digestion, but also absorbing and getting enough in. I use the analogy where you have 2 jars. If you have 1 jar and you put big rocks in it, you can't get very much in there. But if you have a same jar, but you put sand in it, you can fit a lot more into that jar. So you can fit more food in when you chew your food. But not only that, you can actually get more nutrition out of your food. This is where digestion starts. Yes, we want to be eating whole plant foods, and yes, they're healthy for us, but this is important. Chewing is important. Some people will go on a raw diet and they're like, why do I have so much gas and bloating, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, do you chew your food? Like, sometimes it's not even the food. Sometimes it's like what we're doing with the food. We need to chew. So that's good. Yeah, I challenge everybody next time you're eating to count to 80. And I'm not saying that you need to chew 80 times every bite. The reason I say this challenge is to get you to realize how little you do chew. So I challenge to chew 80 times and really experience the texture of the food and how it changes when you chew, when you actually chew your food. Yes, looks, no more hangry apologies necessary when you're free from food. Yeah, like I used to be very hangry and very mean, and I don't like that I was, but I wasn't eating enough. I was eating junk food. Have I ever done a water fast? I have in my early days, way back, but it messed up my metabolism. And I feel like ever since I did that, it's been challenging for me with my metabolism. And that's why raw, whole food, high fiber has really helped to keep me balanced. But ever since I did that, my metabolism just was never the same. So I will never do one again. It's not something that I would want to do or will do. So again, not poo-pooing it. It has its place when it's supervised under medical practitioners at a clinic. That would probably be the place that I would say would be the safest to go and do that. But I didn't get what I wanted out of it and actually had more damaging effects. And I know a lot of people who have very similar stories. So yeah, help to go raw. So number one, just go raw. Start with breakfast. Start with a smoothie and start lowering your fat percentage. When you start to lower your fat percentage, you can start eating more fresh fruits and vegetables because your insulin will become more sensitive when you start to lower your fat down. So number one, lower your fat down. And tied with number one is start to increase the raw fruits and vegetables you're getting. Number two, get the bundle. If you haven't gotten it yet, the bundle link is in my bio or in the description. And get the bundle so that you have some recipes. And number three, take it one day at a time. You don't need to go raw overnight. You don't need to be pure and perfect. Everything's perfect raw. Just start. Choose a recipe and enjoy it. Read a book and enjoy it. And the whole point is to implement things into your life. Like there's one thing like reading and learning, that's great. We should be doing that. But the real wisdom happens when we implement the things that we read and learn into our life. That's where the change happens. That's where the habits change and the body changes and the health changes when we actually do the things that we're learning. And to not feel like you need to be perfect. And that goes along with the live that we're doing. It's like perfectionism is the thief of joy. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. So not comparing yourself to anyone else's journey, working with your body, with your microbiome, with your finances and your availability to foods, working with your life instead of comparing yourself to other people. Like so-and-so has this and they can do it, and so-and-so lives there and they have more access to whatever. Work with where you're at and go slow. Do it one day at a time, even just one meal at a time. Try one new recipe. The cool thing about getting the bundle is that there's 40 things in there. So you could take a new ebook for almost a year. Every Sunday, open a new ebook, read through it, learn something, and then that week, implement. So make their recipes, listen to something they said and try it for yourself. And every week open a new ebook and you'll have, like once you download them onto your device, you have them forever. So I really recommend if you buy the bundle, download them all right away so they're on your device, and then back them up in like Google Drive or Dropbox or USB so that you have them in a safe place in case something happens to your USB or whatever. But yeah, help to go raw, get the bundle. And also, if you need further help, reach out to me and reach out to other creators as well in the bundle. We're here to help you. So it would be also beneficial. You can send me a DM if you want to continue this conversation with your personal struggles. Like, what are you struggling with? Because I can give you all the, like eat low fat and eat more fruit and start with breakfast and all this. But what are your struggles? That's the whole thing. Like, what are you having an issue with? Because for some people, it's not breakfast. For some people, it's family. For some people, it's convenience. For some people, it's finances. What are your struggles? Like, what are you having issues with? And I'm happy to brainstorm with all of you. That's my life mission, is to help people eat more fresh fruits and vegetables. Yolanda says the dressing you said that you still use all the time when you first went raw is amazing. I like it. I make it almost every day. Yolanda, that dressing is by far probably one of my most favorite all-time dressings, and I'm going to share it with all of you right here. So grab a pen if you have it, or write it down. I'll give you a few seconds. I'll share it in a second. Grab a pen, grab a paper if you want to write it down. It's very simple. Watermelon Lime says, yes, my cycle has gotten better since eating healthier. The rest I'm still working on. And that's good. That's good. That's progress. And I also want to mention, don't label your progress. Like, some people will say it's slow progress or fast progress. We got to release the labels. Progress just is progress. Whatever that looks like for you, it's progress. And that's it, right? So you're making progress, and that's a beautiful thing. So for those of you who have your pen and paper, the dressing that Yolanda was talking about: 5 medjool dates, 2 cloves of garlic, the juice of 1 lemon, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of chipotle powder. That's it. It's just dates, garlic, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, and some spices. And that's it. And blend it with about, I would say, anywhere from half a cup to a whole cup of water. I like to add chia seeds to this. I started doing that a couple years ago. I like to add like a tablespoon of chia seeds because that helps to get the omega-3s in. But now that I'm making the wraps, I'm eating a lot more chia seeds because they're in the wraps. So that's the dressing. Yolanda says, it is, and you see the difference when you chew and feel the difference. Very important to chew. Yeah, I challenge everybody. Try chewing. 80, I know, 80 chews. It's a lot. And again, it's not meant to be like every bite for the rest of your life should be 80. It's meant to challenge you to get to learn how much you need to chew. Challenge accepted. Yes. Do it next time. You will be surprised. It'll be really interesting to feel the texture of how the food changes when you actually get to 80. And then you're like, I really don't chew enough. My problem is sticking to it. All right, so again, we have to dive deeper into that one. What is the problem with sticking to it? Is it your job? Is it convenience? Is it shopping? Is it needing recipe ideas? Like, what is it that is the root behind why it's hard to stick to it? We need to dive into that because it's different for everybody. Everybody has their own personal challenges. And like I said, I could give all the tips and advice, but I need to know what you need from me. So again, you can send me a DM. I'm happy to continue the conversation in DMs. Watermelon Lime says, I'm happy about any progress. It's a miracle to me anyway. It's beautiful. Yes. Just bought the book. Does the ebook have a section for just raw wraps? I see all the appetizers. Okay, so if you just bought the bundle, which everybody go check out the bundle, less than 12 hours. The bundle is not 1 book. The bundle is 40 books. So when you get the email to download, you're going to get a list of 40 things. Please download them all, and each one is a different thing, right? You have the group appetizer book, you have Chris Kendall's stew book, you have the book I wrote with Chef AJ, you have my hand salads ebook. So if you're looking for the wraps, that ebook is Melissa Maris hand salads. So you have to download all of the books. It's not just 1 book, it's 40, and you got them all for $50. So make sure you download all of them, all 40. are yours. You have to download them all, and each one is amazing. Yes, half a teaspoon smoked paprika. Half a teaspoon smoked paprika in that. I call it my French dressing. You could add tomato powder to it to make it more like legit. Clean Kitchen Coach says, I just bought the bundle. I feel like I'd buy anything you're selling. You're my hero. Oh, girl, I love you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love that you are adding more raw food. And again, people do not need to be raw to enjoy this bundle. We all know that we should be adding more healthy, whole raw plant foods into our life, and this is a fun way to do it. It's a great way to learn. It's a great way to connect to other creators. So thank you for sharing that. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm going to sign off though. I need to eat some lunch for one, and for two, Nate and I are going to get ready because in an hour and a half we're going to be wrapping wraps live with you in our kitchen. We love doing those kitchen ones. So we've got 4 wraps to wrap, and we have to get ready for that. So that's happening at 2 p.m. PST in an hour and a half from right now. So join in on that. And in between, please go check out the bundle. The link is in my bio or in the description. Go to the website and look at everything that you get. You get absolutely everything on the website. It's not just 1 or 2 books, like I said. You're getting 40 things for $50, and it's all yours to download. Go to the website. You only have, now it's like 11 and a half hours left. So less than 12 hours to get the bundle before it's gone. And you'll never be able to get this specific collection ever again. Once it's gone, it's gone. Next year will be totally different. So if you like this one, if you want the wraps and the stews and the burger buns and the food freedom course and all that. Zen, hey girl, I love you, Zen. Zen's in the house. My friend from Canada. Yes, the bundle is the bomb. It's amazing. The bundle is definitely amazing. It's our favorite time of year, and today's the last day, the last 12 hours. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining for all the lives. We've got the 2 p.m. one, and then I'll be live later today to close out. It'll be the It's a Wrap bundle party. It'll just be me here hanging out, going over the last bit of the bundle. So if you want to join in, ask some questions, you're more than welcome to as well. So until then, see you at 2 p.m. live. We're going to be wrapping some wraps.